Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna be a little bit more chill, a little bit different. I've got some dinner, so I'm gonna be mukbanging. This is some rice and stew, which is very spicy, that I made, and I'm just gonna be talking about some of the the Netflix shows I've been watching recently. So I just finished Tiger King, and then I finished Too Hot to Handle, and yeah, we're just gonna have a little kiki about it. Bulk make my rice and my stew, so obviously it was all in a container, and then I would and this is the last bit of rice, so that's why I'm not gonna get out a plate when I can literally just eat it from the container. You know what I mean? Let's get into it. So Netflix has been coming out with some banging shows recently. So first there was Tiger King, so let's talk a bit about Tiger King. First of all, I want to say she did that shit. yeah, she killed her husband, she fed him. I don't know what she did, but she definitely killed him. You know what, Tiger King is a really difficult show, because I feel like obviously it's about Joe Exotic, that's his name. I feel like it's about Joe, so naturally he's like the protagonist, but then he kind of becomes the antagonist, and I'm sort of like always conflicted, like whose side am I meant to be on, because Carole's meant to be like the good guy, but she's jarring. Like they really painted her out to be evil and jarring and annoying, so I was so conflicted the whole time of who to really like. But yeah, it was a good show though. I can't believe that an employee got their whole arm eaten. And then she came back to work, me, I'm pressing charges. How can my arm be gone? John, do you know what? That was a really weird storyline, because I felt like their relationship was so good. Like, I thought they were really happy together. And then all of a sudden, he's left him for a girl. And I was like, oh, so y'all ain't gay? He's not gay? Like, I was so shocked. Like, when I found out that basically, I don't know, he was basically grooming them or something, I was so, I'm not shocked, but I thought they're at least gay, you know what I mean? Like, left him for a woman, and then he sort of started hating on him, and I was like, I swear you loved him. I swear you loved him. Like, obviously I'm sure it was filmed in such a long time span, so I'm sure there's bits we didn't see, but from what I saw, I thought that John really, really liked Joe. Like, if anyone was gonna leave, I thought it was gonna be Travis. Watching it, I thought Travis purposely shot himself. Like, I thought it was a suicide. And then when I found out that it was literally an accident, like he didn't realise that it would actually go off, I felt so, that's just so mad. Like, his life was just gone just like that, and he didn't even want that to happen, but his life is just gone just like that. I thought, wow, that is really mad. It's just so sad. That's why you don't play with guns. The way Joe was just shooting in the air, I thought, mate, do you want to hurt someone? Like, stray bullets kill a lot of people in America, and you're just doing it. I was like, someone's gonna get hurt. That big man, James, who snaked it and told the police about everything, I just thought, like, as much as I'm meant to hate Joe and he's a bad guy, I just thought, why are you snaking it? Like, who asked you? What are you doing? But you know what I didn't like was when Joe was in jail, and then he was just like, okay, well, I was like, well, I'm in jail, so everyone else is going down. And then he started snitching. But it's like, he was snitching on people who were just minding their business, who weren't even part of the people who sent you to jail, like Jeff and the other man, the hitman. He wanted to snake on Dr. Antle, or whatever his name was, Doc Antle, I think. And I was just like, Doc was actually just minding his business, like, with his 5 wives. He was just minding his business. But that one is another scary one. I did not like him. Like, I would be gassed if he went to jail. I just don't think Joe was in the place to be the one to drop it in it. But I want that nigga in prison, because how are you making girls change their names? And No. Grimy old man. No. Bad vibes. I literally watched it all in like 2 days. So it's like it was such an information overload that I've forgotten half the storyline. All I really know is Carole did that shit with her flower crown. Her flower crown? I don't trust any girl that's wearing flower crown in 2020. You're a murderer. She is a murderer. I don't think her husband knows that. I think he seems so innocent. I don't think her new man knows, but she knows she did that shit. Because you went out at 3 AM for milk. Okay. The same night your husband happened to go missing. Okay. Yeah, she did it. If she didn't do it, then he's probably hiding from her in some remote island. That's the only other option. Like, he's hiding for his life because she's very scary. And she's so selfish as well. Like, she's here rationing the money, someone else's money, not even her own money, and giving them like 10% of their own dad's money. Like, if I had a stepmom and she wanted to give me 10% of my dad's money, feds will carry me away. The police will carry me that day. But on to Too Hot to Handle. Let me just start by saying Harry's a dickhead. Big mug. And I don't understand, because I'm sure there's bits we don't see, but throughout all of what we saw, he lied on Francesca's name and said that she's one who initiated the kiss. That's number one. He was then caught kikiing with Rhonda, calling her toxic, knowing that she didn't actually do it. That's number two. And then they got back together. No, and then Francesca wanted to do a thing with Kels, and then he was saying, oh, if I was the person I was before, I would have like never forgiven you. I was like, you think you can call the shots, big man, when you're the one who messed up the thing in the first place? Like, that's why she wanted to move on, because you're a kid. And now you think you can call shots about, oh, I'm a changed man. He said, you're lucky. And I just don't get why Francesca, the whole time she was in that house, she never stood up for herself. Like, with Harry, she never was like, well, I'm not lucky because don't forget that you're the one who was lying on my name, and you still haven't apologised for that, sir. And then when Chloe wanted to run up in the yard and be like, don't talk to me because you went out on a date with Corey or someone, I was just like, okay, yes, she went on the date, but she really curved him. And I just wish Francesca would use her mouth, because now everyone's cussing her on the tails, calling her manipulative, this, that. And really and truly, what did she do? The only time she really messed up was when she went to kiss Hailey. But if I had the finances, because she said she's good, she's an influencer, I'm guessing. So if I had that money and I didn't care about the prize money, and people are out here calling me manipulative, when I did do anything, me too, I'm scattering the whole place. Me too, I'm gonna blow money just because. Because if you guys already think I'm a bad person, I might as well make it rain. I'm gonna make it rain, and then the cash pot is gonna be gone. I'm gonna learn not to assume. Okay. What really annoyed me is, what's that guy's name? What was his actual name? The guy everyone was calling Jesus, which was very annoying, because Jesus, no, like, let's not make, no, he was not Jesus. Matthew Smith, I liked him, but you know what was a bit annoying was he was also running his mouth calling Francesca this and that, and I just thought, the poor girl's done nothing. And then he had the idea to ask Lana if Hailey and Francesca kissed, but where was that sense when they were debating who initiated the kiss? Why did no one ask Lana? You just assumed that it was Francesca. Like, that really annoyed the hell out of me. Kels is definitely a Nigerian man, period. Like, the way he was stingy with that money, you know. Francesca was butt naked in the shower with him, and he did not flinch. He said, nah. He said $3,000, naked, paying woman in the bathtub right now. He did not care. That's how like serious I need to be with my finances, because he did not spend a dime and there was literally a naked woman in front of him. Meanwhile, you got Chloe kissing the next man who just walked in, spending $3,000 only for her to get curved the next day. But let me not talk too much. But I really like Chloe though. She's just, you know, when you just think of UK reality TV, you just think of people like Chloe, full of life and just in their own world. Like, she was so gassed about her new word, animosity. But yeah, she's the kind of girl that you want to go on a night out and you want to meet her in the toilet and become best friends. She just seems like a nice girl. Only time I didn't like was when she confronted Francesca. I just thought, if she wants to go on the date and not do anything, why are you screaming? Corey is another big humongous waste man. Like, you just got here, you're wasting money now only to literally drop her the next day. You're taking the piss. You're taking the mick. Rhonda and Sharon. So, as I was seeing people comparing Rhonda to Sharon's ex, like, oh, he opened up to you and then you caught feelings for his friend. Babe, I'm sorry, but if a man is announced in front of a whole group of people, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't think I'm going to come out here and find love. That's a big disrespect, first of all. And then she literally took herself from the equation and then went to go, she didn't even crack on with David, really. She was just distance herself from Sharon. And then you've got David telling her what she wants to hear. He's here showing all his emotions, being so transparent with his feelings, just being an all-round like upstanding citizen of life. And Sharon wants to come and catch an attitude like, oh, bro code, what happened to bro code? Like, I'm sorry, if you don't know what you want, don't come here screaming about bro code. Like, it's just jarring. Men always want, they don't want anyone else to have you, but you don't know what you want, babe. Like, Rhonda was the pengest girl in that villa, and you expect her to just sit here and wait for you to get over your ex. So, Jake, man. Hailey was completely bad vibes. Do you know what her problem was? Like, the only thing I'll say about Hailey is I like how she was loyal to her friend to the very end. Like, she's a rider. She's the kind of friend you need. You know, sometimes you kind of want to be selfish and just have that one friend to yourself. Like, Hailey's the kind of friend you just want to yourself, because she just doesn't care about anyone else, everyone but my friend, and that's on period. Like, she's the kind of girl you want around, I'm not gonna lie, or to be in your corner, because she gonna ride for you. Lovely girl from Ireland. She was kind of boring though, but she was nice when she actually got some camera time. Madison, another boring ass one. Beautiful arms, beautiful face. But that's all she came to offer to the show. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Bryce, I don't know about that one. You know, he was so sweet, but like, I don't know, babe. Like, I don't know about him. He seemed really sweet. Everyone really was so sweet in that the challenge where they had to do like the mud painting thing. Everyone was just so sweet, besides those three dumbasses, Madison, Corey, and who else? Oh, Lydia was nice as well. But yeah, the ones that just weren't taking it serious, I just thought, grow up. Like, no, who do I think deserved the prize money? I don't know, because I feel like them all getting it was probably the best way to go about it, because at the end of the day, Rhonda and Sharon were probably the best couple. Well, I don't really like Harry, so that's another thing, you know, because even though I don't rate Harry, it's like everyone was so gassed for Rhonda and Sharon when they got the private suite, and whenever they would like spend money, everyone was like, oh my god, like, so happy for you. Like, but then anytime it was Francesca and Harry, everyone just was so disgusted, and I feel like no one really took their relationship seriously. I mean, I didn't. I thought it was like I didn't think they were that deep at first, but then I feel like she was actually really, really into him. And you'd think the people in the villa who obviously live with them would realise how much she actually likes him. So I just thought, why are you doing up double standards? Chloe was out here just kissing random guy after random guy and no one really batted an eyelid. So why are you pressed? I think, yeah, they all deserve the money, because the person who spent the least money was Kels, but he didn't really get into a romantic situation, whereas Rhonda and Harry and Francesca and Sharon did. So do they deserve the money? But David probably got the most out of it in an emotional sense. I felt like he really opened up. Actually, to be fair, I feel like he was like that stepping in, because he was always really sweet from the moment he stepped in, to be honest. But maybe Bryce. See, they all just deserve it equally, so I feel like that's probably the best way to split it. But I wonder if there's another season. I wonder if there'll ever be a time where not everyone gets it, because that would be so mad. Imagine one person gets it. The game is the game. Yeah, that's the end of my video. I finished my food and it was yummy. If you like this style of video, then just comment down below and let me know, and I'll do some more. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!